Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend, and hopefully everyone's excited for the new trading week as much as I am. It's going to be the last week here in April. April's been a decent month. Nothing super fantastic. Nothing negative. The strategies have been working extremely well. The AVT strategy that I've been showing you guys on my live streams and on some of the videos here on YouTube, I think has been received extremely well. I think people are finding some very nice profits from the strategy, and hopefully that will continue here through the end of April, going into May. With that being said, I have some slight additions to the weekly bands and the tradable levels. As you guys know, those of you guys that receive my report every single Sunday, there's over 2,000 of you that receive that report currently. You guys obviously have been watching the markets. We just really haven't retraced. We haven't retraced into any really big unbalanced volume areas. If the market's continuing to rip to the one side, we haven't really gotten many trading opportunities from the actual levels, or the bands really haven't been tested. So, but as the market can't go up forever, it will eventually start to retrace and start to balance out some volume that it's left behind, and those will be the opportunities that we have to take some nice trades and some direction in the NQ and the ES coming up. So with that being said, let's get into the intro, and then I'll get into the new weekly bands and tradable levels. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so let's start off here on the NQ. If I shrink price action down here, let's just go to last Sunday's open, which occurred right here. Gave you guys a weekly level at the 26,500 to the 26,433. Even with the gap to the downside, we never were able to tap into this weekly band here. So all of the new bands that I'm going to give you guys right now, these are all going to be new bands. And then obviously to the downside, we've got a ton of bands, ton of tradable levels. Again, if you want it all in one really nice report every single Sunday, just go to my website, which is robstrades.com. And right on the homepage, you'll see it'll ask for your name and your email. And like I said, it's once a week that gets sent out. So first tradable level, first weekly band on the NQ is going to sit at the 27,269 to the 27,163. Again, that's the 27,269 to the 27,163. As you guys know, or if it's one of the first times you've been watching these Sunday videos, I've been doing these for a couple of years now. And these weekly bands are areas in the market that they have left unbalanced. The weekly bands, which are different than my scalping bands every single morning that I post on Discord, these are extremely difficult. Only three things that will get you through these bands. One, it's going to be high impact news. Two is going to be headlines, which has been the case for the last 4 to 5 weeks here, or multiple retaps into the same level. That's it. These are roadblocks in the market, and very good roadmap to be able to trade. Even if you're not trading how I trade, if you've got a strategy that uses support, resistance, supply, demand, volume, these are great to mark up on your charts and to have them as a reference point. Our second band is going to sit at the 26,774 to the 26,701. Again, that's going to be the 26,774 to the 26,701 right there. So these are your two weekly bands here on the NQ for price action this coming week. As far as tradable levels, we've got a few of them. So the first one, now these are scalping levels, okay? These are ones that you can take scalps of. If you've been watching my videos, you know exactly what I've been telling you about. These are very detailed scalping levels in the NQ and the ES. First one's going to be sitting at the 27,328. As I give my disclaimer, all of the every single Sunday, you do have to wait for the market open to. You got to wait for the market open to obviously establish a gap one way or the other. So the market, if the market opens up, let's say here, and we come down, then yes, we are looking here obviously for a fade in that scenario. But if the market opens up down here, we're obviously not going to be shorting. We're not going to be longing at this level. Okay, just would it make sense? Price action is down here. So in that scenario, if we come up here, this could be a level that we can fade to the downside. But if we end up opening up here, we retest that, most likely you're going to get your nice reaction to the upside. Same thing with the level. It could be very, very likely that the market gaps right into this level and then goes to the other side. So just keep that in mind with the Sunday gap. Hopefully that is pretty self-explanatory. Next level is going to be at the 27,235. 27,235. Okay, this one is sitting in the weekly band, super powerful. Next level is going to be at the 26,859. 26,859. All right, that's your, and I believe that, oh, I got one more at the 750. Got to put you guys here for, this one is going to be sitting at the 26,750. 26,750. And again, this one is sitting in your band. So you've got 4 new key levels, tradable, scalpable levels here on the NQ. And then you've got 2 new weekly bands here, very difficult for price action to get through. And as a bonus, you've got 2 levels sitting in these bands, which again are super strong. All right, let's go over to the ES. Let's shrink price action here so we could take a look at Sunday's open, which is when my videos always come out. Perfect example of what I was explaining to you guys previously, and explained it in this video as well. So we gapped, obviously, we had a level here at the 71.40. Again, you can't long this level here. If the price action would have opened up here and we came down to here, then yes, then I would be looking for a long. In this scenario here, we gapped to the downside. We tapped right into our weekly band that we had. And you can see how well this weekly band repelled the market to the upside. And even though this doesn't look like the 71.40 level played a part at all, well, this is a 15-minute chart, and there is about a 25 to 30 point rejection off of the first retap to the 71.40 level right here. That's why I call these always scalpable. And then you'll see how many times the market was sitting right at this level. And then we finally broke back to the upside. So with that being said, let's get our, okay, so one more time, as have not tapped into this 70.62 level, this level will stay. And this weekly level is going to stay for the time being. There has been multiple retaps, as you guys can see, into this level. This level has rejected extremely well. We had 1, 2, 3 times that this could not get through. Okay, so this shows you the power of these weekly bands, how hard it is for price action to get through. I don't have any other weekly band to give you until this one here at the 68.05 to the 67.66. There was just too strong of a move to the upside. There was very little volume that you know, that big move had come. The unbalanced volume is still sitting down here at the 68.05. I'm going to keep this level here at the 70.89. Just know that this weekly band has deteriorated as we have tapped into this so many times, okay? But the market, if the market gives this band up, be on the lookout for a bigger move to the downside. As far as tradable levels, I've got one that's going to be sitting really close to price action, so you got to be super careful with this one on Sunday. At the 71.59. Again, that's the 71.59. So this one is going to be sitting below where price action is currently at. Okay. Next band, I'm sorry, the next tradable level is going to be at the 68.88. 68.88. Where'd that one go? Right down here. So in between these two levels, sitting right in between these two weekly bands, sitting right here. This one was added. So again, no additions on the NQ to any of the weekly bands. I'm keeping this one where it's at. We'll see how the market, if the market's able to kind of get through down to here. But like I stated, if the market does break, if it does break here and do something like this, look out. Okay, the lookout, because there is a pretty damn big area right here, and this is all unbalanced volume. So this is going to be an area that the market's going to want to chew through, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is the first target that the ES major target that it looks for. All right, well, that's all I got for you. Hopefully, like I said, you know, the market's been ripping. It's been fun watching price action. If you're a trend trader, you've been probably doing extremely well. You know, for those that are looking for unbalanced areas, looking for areas of support resistance, you really haven't had many shorting opportunities in this market, obviously. But even with that, I mean, we've taken some shorts, some short-term trends that have been pretty profitable. And, you know, the AVT, the auction volume trend strategy, has been performing extremely well. And if you guys would like to learn it, I teach it pretty much every single morning on my live streams. I have it in my masterclass. And if you're interested in any of the great promos being offered by some of the prop firms that I've got on the banner, you could always use code TraderRob. I truly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Monday.